Hi Athey kids and parents, I'm Kaylee. This weekend in Athey Kids, we'll be reading about Ananias and Sapphira from Acts 4 and 5. As the church grew rapidly, believers were filled with the Spirit and devoted themselves to Jesus. This caused them to be united with a single passion and purpose in life. They were so united that they shared everything, even selling their houses and fields to provide for the poor believers. Now the full number of those who believed were one in heart and soul, and no one said any of the things that belonged to them was his own, but they had everything in common. And with great power, the apostles were giving their testimony to the resurrection of Jesus Christ, and great grace was upon them all. There was not a needy person among them, for as many as were owners of land or houses, they sold them and brought the proceeds of what was sold and laid it at the apostles' feet, and it was distributed as each had need. Thus Joseph, who is also called by the apostles Barnabas, which means son of encouragement, sold a field that belonged to him and brought the money and laid it at the apostles' feet. But a man named Ananias and his wife Sapphira sold a piece of property, and with his wife's knowledge, he kept back some for himself of the proceeds and brought only a part of it and laid it at the apostles' feet. But Peter said, "Ananias, why has Satan filled your heart to lie to the Holy Spirit and to keep back for yourself a part of the proceeds of the land? While it remained unsold, did it not remain your own? And after it was sold, was it not at your disposal? Why have you contrived this deed in your heart? You have not lied to man, but to God." When Ananias heard these words, he fell down and breathed his last. And great fear came upon all who heard of it. After an interval of about 3 hours, his wife came in, not knowing what had happened. And Peter said to her, "Tell me, whether you sold the land for so much?" And she said, "Yes, for so much." But Peter said to her, "How is it that you have agreed together to test the Spirit of the Lord? Behold, the feet of those who buried your husband are at the door, and they will carry you out." And immediately she fell down at his feet and breathed her last. When the young men came in, found her dead, they carried her out and buried her beside her husband. And great fear came upon the whole church and upon all who heard of these things. Ananias and Sapphira lied about what they were giving in order to look good. The Holy Spirit exposed their lie and took their lives to guard the purity of the church. The teaching points will vary slightly from classroom to classroom. For example, in the younger pre-K through Launch Point classes, we will look to simplify the teaching points in the following ways. The Holy Spirit unites God's people. The Holy Spirit is God. The Holy Spirit purifies God's people. In the older prime time through next level classes, the main points will be: the believers shared everything. The Holy Spirit is God. The Holy Spirit unites and produces love. Ananias and Sapphira pretended to share everything. The Holy Spirit purifies and protects. The Holy Spirit loves truth and hates hypocrisy. This weekend, we want to drive home that by his death and resurrection, Jesus rescues sinners and turns them into the people of God. They become united with him, like a body is united to its head. Because they are united with him, they are also united with each other. But because they are united with him, they are also to be holy, since he is holy. Jesus provides the Holy Spirit to make holy living possible, but he also warns us of the seriousness of sin. And that is the message we are hoping to communicate this weekend. As always, we'd love to partner with you in that endeavor. We hope to see you this weekend. Until then, God bless.